Hey everybody, this is GGB and Cole's Poppers, and today we're going to be getting into the third quarter of the Conference USA at the Big 12 game. Conference USA is still within striking distance, so they can definitely pull off this upset here. Conference USA has actually looked not that bad. Nick Mullins has only had a few bad misses, but so has Patrick Mahomes. He is actually throwing more interceptions than Nick Mullins has today, which is an odd thing to say. Which when Patrick Mahomes is actually normally it's not an odd thing to say, but just because Patrick Mahomes starts every week because he's a star quarterback, and Nick Mullins never starts because he is a backup for the San Francisco 49ers in real life, which is odd because he's playing his team today. So let's see what Patrick Mahomes and Joe Mixon and Tyler Lockett and Mark Andrews can do on their first drive. See, he has 281 yards, but that interception there is not looking great. Well, I mean, interceptions never look great on your thing, but it's a mistake that they could not have made that put the Conference USA Cowboys back into the game. So let's see if Patrick Mahomes hot, though. If you didn't know, he hit that long pass right before halftime. That got him in the zone. So, and boom, stuffed immediately Joe Mixon. Mr. 90. Good job for him. Yes, ended up stuffing the run. I think it's Ogunjobi, I believe. Larry Ogunjobi, who is a very strong part of this defensive line. He's actually not a bad spot. There's a few spots that you might want to fix up if you're Conference USA and hopefully get better throughout the years. I wouldn't be mad if Ogunjobi stayed the defensive tackle for Conference USA forever if I was a Conference USA fan. So let's see. Patrick Mahomes goes 5 wide. He scans the field, throws a short pass to what looks like to be Mark Andrews. Brings up a 3rd and 3. So let's see what happens here on this 3rd and 3 for Conference USA. Are they going to be able to hold them? Or is the Big 12 going to get this first down and keep the drive moving? Nick Mullins is having a pretty good day so far, so I would be scared to give the ball back to him. But let's see if Patrick Mahomes can pick up this first down. He is hot right now. He says the superstar X Factor. So they go screen pass, and he throws it to the ground. So Conference USA is going to get the ball back with barely a minute and 7 seconds off the clock. So, let's see what Conference USA can do here. I'm hoping for a big return. I love big returns on punt returns. So, punts it, Trustway out the back of the end zone. So, we're not going to get to see a return, but we'll be getting to see Nick Mullins for the first time this half. So, let's bring out Nick Mullins. There's Aaron Jones making his way onto the field. Let's see if he can drive his Conference USA Cowboys down the field and get a touchdown, make this a 14-point game here. So Nick Mullins has actually looked pretty hot this game. I mean, he's got to start targeting. And he hasn't even thrown a lot of passes to T.Y. yet. He needs to start focusing on getting T.Y., throwing the ball to T.Y. and Mark Andrews. So that would be a big thing if I was the Jason Garrett talking to my quarterback. Get it to your playmakers. Anyways, I hand it off to Aaron Jones, and he goes absolutely nowhere. I don't even know if he got an inch on that play. He just gets stuffed at the line of scrimmage. If I could say one thing about this Big 12... Actually, the Big 12 49ers defense has been doing pretty well, but they've been doing amazing against the run, honestly. And they even have star players on the defensive line. They've just been dominating there, though. So it looks like another run, but that's a bad plan, and they decided to go with the bad plan here. They're like, why not go with the bad plan? Anyways, they definitely need to get away from the run. If I'm Conference USA and I'm the head coach, I'm like, yeah, I know that we should be a run-oriented team with Aaron Jones that good, but they're getting through the offensive line too easy. Nick Mullins has to be the way to go here. So let's see. Nick Mullins he goes play action. He throws it. So that looks like pass interference. I mean, I don't know if that was just me, but I agree with Zach Pascal there. That looks like pass interference. But they didn't call it. And, I don't know. I don't know if you can even challenge it in Madden. That's pass interference, so that needs to be called. Chris Harris Jr. is just like all over that. Look at that. His arm went right through the other guy's arm. That's murder. Or that is serious injury to this man. You can't do that. That's not allowed. You can't shove your arm through another man's arm. That's illegal. Let's see. Punts it away. That was actually a pretty good punt. He gets immediately hit. They're stuck at the 29-yard line. So let's see what Patrick Mahomes can do on this drive, because I don't even think he got a first down on that last drive. I don't think we've seen a first down that's half. So let's see if he can target Kenny Stills. Honestly, if I am Patrick Mahomes, you got to go to Mark Andrews. And Kenny Stills has been your playmaker at receiver, and Mark Andrews has been your playmaker just all around. Other than Mixon, obviously. Mixon on the ground was obviously dominant in this first half. The first half where he had 4 touchdowns. So, let's just see what they can do here. Looks like a running play. Yeah, they go outside stretch. Ooh, oh, bounced off a tackle, but quickly rounded up and tackled once again by Jamie Collins. So, let's see what the Big 12 can do on offense here. I mean, you gotta get it to Tyler Lockett more. I have the same advice for both of these teams coming out of half. If I was the head coach, I'd be like, get it to your star receiver more. Although, I'd be more happy if I was the Big 12, because I'd be up by 21 points, and I'd be having a good ground game going with Joe Mixon. But I would just be so telling my players, if I was the Conference USA, you have to make sure the run game is stopped. It looks like another run here, but instead they go pass. It looks like Tyler Lockett. Maybe they can get Tyler Lockett more involved in the second half. That's what they need to do if they want to pull out this win. He's not had many catches this game. He needs to be more involved. And that was smart. Look how far they're playing off Lockett. It's because they're afraid of his deep threat ability. And that gives him openings and slants and such. So, Nick Mullins is upset with himself. I wouldn't be upset with myself, Nick Mullins. I'd be upset with my coach, because he only gave me that third down to pick up that first down. Even then, I would be upset with the refs, because that should have been pass interference called. But instead it wasn't, so it brings up 1st and 10 for these Big 12 49ers. They throw it out to, dang it, who is that? Is that Stills? Yeah, Kenny Stills. Oh, wait, Tyler Lockett. I'm sorry. That is on me. Tyler Lockett. And he is just automatically corralled. Yeah, 16. I'm sorry. 16 is Lockett, 12 Stills. I just couldn't see if it was 16 or not. But good defense by Conference USA there. So, Sterling Shepard has oddly not been involved in this game much. And he has a pretty good deep threat ability, as we saw last year for the Giants. He was. Looks like a run to Joe Mixon, which not be a bad plan. Although it looks like it was a bad plan. Man, that was a good defensive play call by the Cowboys. So let's just see what what Big 12 is going to do here on 3rd down. 3rd and 10. It's a long 3rd down, so you're not going to be able to go just slant like they did before. So let's see. Looks like a shotgun. He drops back to pass. He throws it over the middle. Intercepted. Oh, another interception for Patrick Mahomes. He tried to force it in there, and Kevin Byard, the focal point of this defense, able to get an interception for them. He is one of the best players on this defense, so you have to be able to make sure you don't throw interceptions like that to him. Right into his hands. You can't do that if you're Patrick Mahomes. That gives Conference USA momentum. You can't give them momentum. That would be a drive that might put them out of the game. Obviously, you're not out of the game a lot in the NFL, but it definitely is soul-crushing when you go down by 28 points in the 3rd quarter. So let's see what the Big 12 defense can do here. The Conference USA is at their own 43-yard line. Let's see what they do here. It looks like they go I formation, and it looks like it should be a run. Jamizo Lawale is on the field. So they go play action. He's forever to throw it. Right across the middle to T.Y. That's what they need to do if they want to win this game. T.Y. is a playmaker. They need to get it to him. He's one of the best players on the field. So, he definitely needs to get the ball more. He is the best player on the field on offense for Conference USA. Definitely want to get him the ball. And I wouldn't be mad at getting Jack Doyle the ball either. And Zach Pascal's not looked bad so far, even though he had the one that he should have caught and he didn't. That would have been a big first down. I wouldn't be mad at throwing to him either. So let's see what they do here. It looks like another run, but they went play action last time again, so remember that. He goes play action again. He throws it deep. Was that a touchdown? I was close. I don't know. That might be worth a challenge, Jason Garrett. That was about as close as it gets without being a for sure thing, though. Or yes. So they like review it. Man, that's bad coaching, in my opinion, by Jason Garrett. But, that's what he's known for, is bad coaching. So, anyways, Nick Mullins drops back to pass. He scans the field. He has forever to throw. And it's in the hands of Zach Pascal and out of it. I mean, it was good defense, but still should have been caught by Zach Pascal. He needs to make that catch if he wants to be an NFL receiver. This is a big drive for Conference USA. This can put them right back in the game if they end up getting this first down. They definitely need it. So let's see. Nick Mullins goes 5 wide. Let's see what he does here. So he goes, nice throw all the way down to the 4-yard line for T.Y. See, this is why T.Y. is such a huge threat in that game. And Nick Mullins, that was an amazing throw by Mullins. He just threads the needle right there. He's able to get it in behind 22, and he was ahead of 21, and gave it to him right before he was about to be hit so that T.Y. could secure that ball. That's Pascal to probably drop, not going to lie. Let's see if they get it in this end zone. Which they sure hope they do, because, anyways, Mullins drops back to pass. He throws it over the middle. Touchdown, Jack Doyle. So that makes it a 14-point game with 8 minutes and 47 seconds left in the third quarter. So they're definitely still in this game. If you're a Big 12 fan, you got to hope Mahomes gets it all together and goes back onto the field. Wins the game for you guys, because the strongest part of that team should be the offense. And it's just because of Mahomes. The defense is not good. It has a couple good players. Like, I would say Earl Thomas is good, especially since he has that superstar X Factor. I say Chris Harris Jr. is good, but those are probably the only 2 great players on your defense, and everyone else is mediocre at best. So the best part of this team is the offense. You have Joe Mixon, who's been dominant this game, Mark Andrews, who doesn't look like a linebacker can match up with him, and you have Tyler Lockett, who's such a huge deep threat, but they haven't been able to. The Conference USA has been able to put a lid on him, but if you're Kyle Shanahan, you gotta do what Kyle Shanahan does best and run the football. Joe Mixon is an amazing running back, and right now he's been utterly dominated. So you just have to get the ball to Joe Mixon. And I mean, I'm not against throwing, especially with Mahomes at quarterback. He's amazing, but it doesn't seem like any of your receivers are really stepping up for him. And he has looked not great this game. And look at that. He's had 4 carries since half. And sure, it's only been for 9 yards. That's because he hasn't getting going. If you watch the beginning of the game, he was not good on the ground either at the beginning of the game. But then he got it going after a few carries. Gave him confidence. That's what you gotta do. Gotta get him more confident running the football. So that's at least if I was Kyle Shanahan, that's what I'd be telling the boys right now. Anyways, let's see what they do here. Goes play action. Scans the field. He dumps it short, and it doesn't even look like that was caught. Oh my gosh. This has been going rather poorly. All right, it was caught by Mark Andrews, but that's only going to count if you're in a fantasy football league in Madden. It's not going to count. It's not going to matter. So let's see. Patrick Mahomes drops back to pass. Throws it over the middle. Short to Tyler Lockett, I think. Nope, 87. So that's... Oh, wait. Who is 87? Huh. Is that Shepard? I feel like it's Shepard, yeah. So 3rd and 5. This could be a turning point. Oh, this is a huge down if you're both teams. If you're Conference USA, you cannot let them get this first down. If they get this first down, it's kind of a killer. In Big 12, you need to get this first down. Momentum's starting to switch back to Conference USA, and you don't want to give them back the ball with a chance to cut the lead to 7. You have to get this first down. And at Conference USA, you have to make sure they don't get this first down. Anyways, let's see what happens here. Looks like Mahomes is going to throw, obviously. Drops back to pass. He looks, he scans, he has forever to throw. He throws it deep to Sterling Shepard. It's caught, it's contested, and it was a nice catch by Sterling Shepard, and that's just a dagger if you're Conference USA. Just stab in the heart. Conference USA. You have to... That... What a throw, though, honestly. That's what makes Mahomes special. Like, look at that. That is threading the needle. Andrew Sendejo is right there. It goes inches over his hand. Sterling Shepard with the whereabouts on him to be able to grab that ball. Still, that is an amazing play. You can't really stop that. Still good defense by Sendejo. It looks like a run, and you should be running it here, and they do. And easy touchdown for Mixon. 5th of the game. Wait, is that Mixon? That's Mixon, right? I think it's Mixon. Yeah, Joe Mixon. Into the end zone for his 5th touchdown of the day. I think. Mixon's been having a game so far. I like to point out that Mahomes has 1 passing touchdown this game. Mixon has 5 rushing. He's just been that dominant on the ground this game. He has about, I think, 200 yards rushing, if not like 170 or 180 at this point. There's Justin Tucker, who, by the way, if you didn't notice, Justin Tucker is one of the best kickers in all of football, so they have the best kicker. He might be one of the best kickers ever, if we're not going to lie. He is an amazing kicker. And if you're Nick Mullins, you need to go down this field and score a touchdown. You need to cut this to a 21-point deficit. So, let's just see if Conference USA can do that. Looks like we're going to have a kickoff. They will be able to get a return. I love returns. And if you're Jason Garrett, you got to be preaching to your offense. Get it to T.Y. T.Y.'s honestly one of the best players on the team, if not the best. I don't know. Kevin Byard might be better than him, but I don't know. He is a very good receiver, and Nick Mullins just hasn't targeted him much. By the way, Nick Mullins has had a quiet but really great game. 16-24, 200-some yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. He hasn't been making big mistakes or any mistakes, really. And he hasn't been forcing anywhere. He's made a couple bad passes, but so has Mahomes. So let's see if Nick Mullins can get this first down. So he hands it off to Aaron Jones. And Aaron Jones has a 3-yard run, which is one of the best of today, honestly, for Aaron Jones. He just has not had the day he wanted. So if you're the Conference USA Cowboys, you gotta cut this to a 14-point lead before 4th quarter. You cannot let it be a 21-point lead in the 4th quarter. Then it just is a killer lead. So anyways, Nick Mullins drops back to pass, and he gets sacked. Emmanuel Ogbah, who's been having a game. 2nd sack of the game. I don't even know how many they got him. Emmanuel Ogbah just absolutely destroyed Lamp. Dang, Lamp. Lamp was a failure. He failed. Lamp. Kwiatkowski, for some reason, should be this leader of this defense, even though he's nowhere near the most talented player, or the oldest, for that matter. It's odd. But let's see, 3rd and 13. Let's see if Mullins can pick up this first down. He drops back to pass. He scans the field. It's forever, and he throws. Oh, Zach Pascal, you have to catch that. You're down, and it's an on-the-money throw by Mullins. You have to catch that ball. You just have to. It is in your hands, and it's on the money by Mullins. You have to catch that. That is a 100% must-catch ball. That is in your hands, and I don't care if you're being hit by Tony Jefferson. Catch that ball. And that's just all I had to say about it. You can't let that hit out of your hands, because that might be a killer in this game, is not getting that first down. Punts it away. So he goes all the way down to about the 14-yard line, gets it back up to the 15. Lockett has not had a great day on punt returns or receiving for that matter. Let's see if Mahomes can get it going for his Big 12 49ers. So let's see. They're huddling up. They're describing the play. But Conference USA, you have to, if you let them get any points on this drive, the game's practically over. You have to stop them here. You have to get the ball back for your offense. And again, like I said, if you're the Big 12 49ers, you have to get Mixon the ball. Look at that. He's at 191 rushing already. He has had an amazing game. You just need to get the ball to him. He's having a fantastic game. Fantastic. So, just get the ball to him more if you're the Big 12. Oh my gosh, they go 5 wide. As soon as I say that, they go 5 wide. Anyways, they bring a 4-man rush. He throws it across the middle. Actually, that was not a bad play. Got Kenny Stills for a first down. Honestly, it seemed like only 4 people are involved in this passing attack, which, I mean, normally there's not that many. Anyways, there's a little bit of Lockett, there's a little bit of Andrews, but it seems like Stills is the main playmaker. So, never mind, take it back. Andrews is also a big playmaker for him. And Sterling Shepard's had a pretty good game receiving. Man, they stopped that pretty quickly. Just kind of stopped it immediately. 2nd and 10 from the 41-yard line. Let's see if Conference USA can make a big stand here. They have to make it here. They cannot go into the fourth quarter down by 21. Actually, they can. I take it back. As long as you have the ball and you're driving when you're down by 21, I'm fine with you going down by 21. Anyways, they go play action here from Mahomes. He throws it to wide open Mark Andrews. Yep, 45 Andrews. So, see, 8 catches, 140 yards, and 1 touchdown. That is dominant right there. So none of the linebackers can match up with them, which is what's the problem here for the Conference USA Cowboys. If Jalen, in the future, they're probably going to end it. To be honest, these games stay the same, at least what I've seen for the past 2 years. The Big 12 is constantly the 6th seed, and the FCS Division 2, Division 3 team is constantly the 5 seed. And I haven't seen Conference USA or, anyways, they go split off they run it to the right, left, and he's tackled pretty quickly. He only picks up 2 yards. And Sunbelt's always been 12. The only things that really mix up in the wild card is what ranking the Independence, MAC, Mountain West, and American are. Those always switch up. But we'll probably be seeing a Conference USA Big 12 game next year, probably, if I decide to do this next year. It's a wide open, let's see, Blake Jarwin for the 5-yard gain. So let's see. They do here on 3rd and 3. So let's see what they're going to do. Kevin Byard right there. Honestly, the Big 12 has a good young core. Mahomes is still young. He's still a 99 overall, though. Joe Mixon is pretty young. Sterling Shepard's young, by the way, if you didn't know. I didn't know that. But he is pretty young still. Mahomes scans the field. He is basically forever in the pocket. But eventually, he gets sacked, and that's a big sack by Vinny Curry for the Conference USA Cowboys. He's a step back. That's good. Got a little basketball in here in this game as well. Mahomes has to get rid of that earlier. He is sitting in that pocket forever, and I get it. This defensive line is pretty bad, but eventually one of them will get to you. And this time it turned out to be Vinny Curry. I wouldn't be surprised if Larry Ogunjobi did it, because Ogunjobi seems like to be one of the better players on the defensive line. But looking for the future, Marcus Davenport could end up being great. He just needs to grow a little as a pass rusher. And they're going for a field goal here. I don't see how they make this. They made that. That is a long kick. A longin'. Well, but it's Justin Tucker. I should never be surprised. Wait, never mind. They didn't make it. I'm sorry. I'm blind. It looked like it went into me. And Justin Tucker didn't make it. So I guess Mullins actually has prime field position here. They're at their own 48-yard line. They can cut this game to a 14-point game before the fourth quarter. That's a deficit you can come back from. And it's actually really impressive that Conference USA has stayed in this game the entire time. They were way outmatched, but still they've found a way to hang around, and they have a chance to win this game. So let's see. Run it with Aaron Jones, and he goes absolutely nowhere. I don't understand the fascination with running it when it hasn't worked all game, and you're down by 21 points, but apparently that is when the ideal time to run. I didn't know that. When you're down by 21 points and you haven't been able to run it all game. Apparently that is when you want to run it. That's like Penn State's logic to run it on 4th and 6 when you haven't been able to run it all the game long. Anyways, he drops back to pass. He throws to throw it quickly. Ow, right to T.Y. T.Y.'s getting involved in this game, and that's what you have to do if you're Conference USA. 1st and 10 from the Big 12 49ers, 39-yard line. So let's see. Got to get T.Y. more in this drive. This is a big drive for you, Nick Mullins. Okay, this looks like a run. You should not run it. You have some good tight ends. You can go play action here, and it would make a lot of sense. But instead, you're going to run it, and you're going to get exactly 4 yards, I think. 3 yards. Okay, that is more yardage than I think they would pick up normally. But that's still not a good amount of yardage. That's bad. Let's see. We're going to get a couple more plays in here, I think, before fourth quarter. And then this episode's done. So let's see. It looks like another run here. That would be a mistake. And they go with mistake. They decide to make a big mistake, and they decide to run it instead of throw it. Okay, so we're going to see at least one more play. And it'll probably be a run, if we're not going to lie. Jason Garrett's going to make the worst decision known to mankind and run the ball. Honestly, he's just making bad decisions. I don't like this. Oh, wait. Never mind. Just Jason Garrett as a whole makes bad decisions as a head coach. You should throw this. Throw it. Try to get the first down. So let's see what happens here. Nick Mullins goes 5 wide. Let's see if he can kick up this first down. Drops back to pass. He's forever. Oh, he gets sacked. Alex Okafor gets to him. Makes it a 4th and 17. Anyways, this is the end of the third quarter. I'd like to thank you guys all for watching. Please hit the like and subscribe button for more content like this. It takes a lot of work for me. So, it takes a lot of time. So, if you guys could like it and maybe hit the subscribe button, it would mean a lot to me. Please do it. It makes me feel like I'm not wasting my time doing these videos. I most definitely enjoy them, and I will probably do them next year. But it does take a lot of time and effort. So we'll be seeing if they actually go for it or if they punt next episode. So stay tuned to tomorrow, and we will see what happens.